Well, Happy New Year. So this is January the 1st, 2020. And I'm just heading off to my favourite spot, which is the local botanical gardens, the Palmetum. Got palm trees and stuff. It's very pretty. Just down there is Turtle Bridge. So it's a bit close. Lots of little turtles, hence the name Turtle Bridge. I'm going to show you the place that I sometimes go for coffee. So I'll take you for a quick whiz through the Botanics to the coffee shop. It's closed, but it's okay. Don't panic. I've had my coffee already today, so I'm fully prepared. So it's the little coffee shop where I sometimes come for my cup of coffee, and I grab a takeaway coffee and I walk back through the Botanics to the start of the Botanics. There's a nice little kitchen table, picnic table, too much drink last night. There's a nice little picnic table where I have my coffee, and sometimes I do my teaching videos there, except in the summer when it's too hot today. It's 30, I know I go on about the weather, so 34 degrees today, humidity about 75 or so, sweat and sun cream stinging my eyes. One of the joys of living in the tropics. So yeah, it gets a little hot. But anyway, I'll take you to the little picnic table. Favourite little bench. I usually do my teaching videos this way around, but the sun's in the wrong direction for that. So yeah, just wanted to wish you all a fabulous 2020, and my resolutions: I'm going to have a shave. I've got to have a shave. First thing I've got to do the new year. Then relax. Bit more relaxing, and yeah, that's the plan. So for 2020, my plans for the channel is quite niche. So it's focusing in on critical community psychology, which is a very niche area. So I'm going to think this year about whether I should broaden it out or not, or keep it niche. You know, if my subscriber numbers don't grow, I suppose being niche, I could blame it on that. So maybe I should just keep it niche. And then I don't have to worry if I'm not getting any subscribers. I've got to love it. I love all my subscribers. 160 odd ended the year with. One of my videos is fast approaching the 1k mark. Which is, I don't know why that makes me feel good. Oh boy. Anyway, it makes me feel good. So the plans, 2020. So this year I've got my qualitative methods teaching, and I've got my critical cultural social psychology teaching. So qualitative methods is in the first half of the year, critical cultural social psychology is in the second half of the year. But I've done all my videos for those, so all of those are up on the channel. And I'm not going to do new videos for the units. I'm going to leave those videos loaded up for this year and for next year. Not because I'm lazy, but just because it takes so long to do the videos. It takes maybe 5 or 6 times as long as it would to deliver an ordinary video, which is just having your PowerPoint, speaking to camera, doing it live, and it's all over in an hour. The videos I'm doing are actually probably take about 8 hours or more. So I can't afford to be doing that every year because of my workload. I'm not given that much time for teaching prep, so I have to let those videos sit for a couple of years so I can recoup the time. And so in 2022 I'll probably start refreshing those videos just to keep them up to date. Nothing much changes in academia, doesn't change quickly anyway, but if things do change quickly in relation to my topic areas, I shall produce some new videos to address whatever issues arise. So that's going to give me a bit more time to do other videos, and I was thinking of doing opinion pieces on teaching of psychology, research in psychology, maybe a few pieces on higher education this year, some my perspectives on higher education, how it's changed over the years, some ways for the better, some ways for the worse, and what I think are the major problems in higher education. Not to put you off going to university or staying at university, but just keeping a critical perspective on things. The other thing I was thinking of doing is to do some reviewing of academic articles. So I read an article and then I just give you my review of it. So I can do that. And I've got a few publications I've got to rattle out this year, and so I might test out some ideas on you in relation to those. So that's the plan. Not so many of those specific teaching videos, more this year videos that are broadening the focus. And I'll try to produce videos regularly, yeah, but they might not be weekly, maybe fortnightly or something like that. So that's my plan. And the other plan is I've got to have a shave. I'm looking like a homeless git. I'm on my holidays at the moment, so I'm off work for another few weeks. I go back about the 20th of January, so maybe I won't shave till then. I'll start my videos up, sometime around mid-January, end of January. So till then, I hope you have a lovely start to the year, and I'm wishing you every success and happiness for the year. Particularly if you're caught up in all of the devastation that people are here in Australia with the bushfires. It's bloody awful.
The country is burning. It's been labelled the worst fire season ever recorded, an apocalypse, a nightmare, and like looking into the gates of hell.
The fire was so ferocious, you could hear trees exploding in the forest.
The South Coast bushfires suddenly roared into full force. In Bateman's Bay, holidaymakers retreated to the water as visibility plummeted. Shops and cafes shuttered up.
It's horrific, it's like a war zone.
With fire coming at them from the north, the south and west, there was only one direction: residents and holidaymakers to head.
it's unprecedented things we're seeing at the moment, particularly with all our surf clubs on the far south coast, where we have, approximately 6,000 to 7,000 people sheltering at Bermagui alone, over 4,500 people there.
It's absolutely horrendous what people are going through. So if you saw those pictures on the news, thousands of people all huddled on the beaches trying to escape the fire, getting ready to run into the sea to avoid getting burnt. So many people lost their houses. You had people who lost their lives as well. It's absolutely horrific. And tell you what is also horrific is having a Prime Minister who keeps making these bloody announcements which are along the lines of business as usual.
As the country burns, the Prime Minister is calling for cool heads.
We live in the most amazing country on earth.
Scott Morrison's message for 2020 to the Australian public: don't panic.
We always overcome whatever challenges that we face. And on the other side of these fires, Australia will prevail. We always have.
It's not unusual to have fun with anyone.
People continue to remain patient and remain calm.
It's not unusual, it happens every day.
And to follow instructions.
But when you look at all the deaths, all the people unaccounted for, all the homes lost, at what point should we start to worry?
Well, there's no doubt natural disasters are termed that way, Andrew, because that's what they are.
You find it happen all the time. And that love can never do what you want to do. Why can't this crazy love be mine?
This is coal. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared.
The Treasurer knows the rule.
It's not unusual to be mad with anyone.
Those opposite have an ideological, pathological fear of coal.
You have to listen quite carefully, because he's not really speaking so much to the public, to the voters. He's speaking as much, if not more, to the special interest groups, to the donors, to his political party. And among his special interest groups are people who deny that there's such a thing as climate change, or would wish we didn't spend so much time thinking about climate change, i.e. people who've got major investments in coal. You'll hear him say, it's not that clever. Once you're tuned in, you know what he's doing. He says, we've been through this before, which is perhaps a message of hope, but it's sending out a signal saying it's not climate change. This is business as usual. Anyway, enough about the Australian Prime Minister and his climate change denying tendencies. Tell you what, people like that are not going to be remembered well by history.
But if I ever find that you've changed at any time, it's not unusual to find that I'm